Welcome back to The Truth is Viral. My name is Bob Powell, coming to you live from the gates of Mordor, or Washington, D.C. We came to Washington, D.C. to support the Bibi Speaks for Me rally, to support Prime Minister Netanyahu's visit that was boycotted by President Obama and a large number of the Democratic leadership in the House and the Senate. So, but, you know, that event's over. But while we're here, I'm going to continue to do a little bit of work. And one part of that is getting some answers from my local representative in Congress. His name's Dr. Dan Benishek. He's a congressman from the Michigan's 1st Congressional District. And Dr. Benishek has been ducking me for over a year because I have a question that deserves an answer. The people of the state of Michigan deserve an answer to this question. The people of the United States deserve an answer to this question. And the question is this. Dr. Benishek, for the last 4 years, has been voting to enact the National Defense Authorization Act. Now, what the National Defense Authorization Act does, Sections 1021 and 1022, is it allows the United States military to arrest any person without a charge, hold them indefinitely without access to a lawyer, their family, or a trial, and they can even be sent overseas to foreign countries where they might possibly be tortured. Now, the state of Michigan and 23 other states have nullified the National Defense Authorization Act. In Michigan, by a 100% vote, every single one of our state-level senators and representatives voted to nullify Sections 1021 and 1022, making it a crime for any employee of the state of Michigan, National Guard, from the National Guard all the way down to a desk clerk, to cooperate with the federal government if they, attempt to come into the state of Michigan and black bag any of its citizens without a charge or without a trial. So, but Dr. Benishek keeps on voting to enact this legislation. It's treasonous. It's an attack on states' rights, and it's an attack on the individual liberties. Being black-bagged by the federal government without a charge is antithetical to what it means to be an American. If you're accused of a crime, well, then a warrant's issued for your arrest. You're taken in, and you are allowed to confront your accuser in a court of law. Well, the National Defense Authorization Act does away with all of those nice little constitutional niceties, and it allows the federal government to just black bag you and put you in a black hole, and nobody ever hears from you again. That's not the way it's supposed to work in the United States. And I want to know, man, the people of the state of Michigan, the people of the United States want to know why our congressional representatives keep on voting for a piece of legislation that they know their constituents do not want. And as I said, 23 states have nullified the National Defense Authorization Act. In Michigan, by a 100% unanimous vote, they chose to make it a crime, and Governor Snyder signed that bill into law 2 Christmases ago. Yet Representative Benishek keeps on voting for it. So I want everybody that sees this to call Representative Benishek's office. I want them to ask him to grant me 10 minutes to ask him a couple of questions. Now, his numbers are as follows: 877-376-5631 and 202-225-4735. Please call Representative Benishek's office. Be polite, but be firm, asking to grant me just 10 minutes of his time so that I can get to the bottom of this. The people of the state of Michigan, the people of the United States deserve an answer. If you care about your freedoms, if you hate the National Defense Authorization Act, then we need to know why our elected representatives on a federal level keep on voting to enable that. So let's get this done, folks. I'm only one man. They can ignore me all day long. But they can't ignore thousands and thousands and thousands of you calling tying up their phone lines until, they grant this request. And I don't think it's an unreasonable request. This is a legitimate question. And, as I said, the people deserve an answer. So, from Washington, D.C., the very gates of Mordor, my name is Bob Powell. Thank you for watching this short-lived episode of The Truth is Viral. There will be more to come from Washington, D.C. as I can get access to the internet. I'm in a Walmart parking lot right now, uploading this where we're at. There is no internet access. It's a really bad scene. As I said, my name is Bob Powell. Thank you for watching. And as always, God bless, simplify, hoorah. Let's get it done, folks.